Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over what you should carry. Now it's going to be between the Victorinox Rambler and the Leatherman Micra. Now these two tools are very similar. They all include the same tool set, if not a little bit more with the Micra. Could just do a little bit more with that, but overall these two multi-tools are the same. So we'll get started with the Rambler first. The Rambler from Victorinox comes in at 58 millimeters, or if we measure here, about 2.29 inches and around 0.41 inches wide. Now it is going to be dependent upon whether or not you have the same stock scales, the red ones, or if you go with aftermarket scales like I did. This is a nice natural brown micarta that I picked up on Etsy. But after all that, let's get into the tools. So with the Rambler, you're going to have this combo tool. This is going to be your bottle opener, your wire stripper, and your Phillips head, which can accommodate number 1 Phillips as well as number 2 Phillips, maybe even some 3s if you get lucky. Going to the back, you have the knife blade. Kind of a short little knife, something you use for packages. It's not something that I would carry. Well, it is something I carry daily just as a little backup blade should I need it. Then going over to the other side, you have your scissors. Victorinox scissors I've found to be the best scissors in any multi-tool that I've had so far. And then you're going to have your nail file as well as your small flathead. And to include tweezers and your toothpick. So those are all the tools for the Victorinox Rambler. Let's get into the Micra. The Micra is going to be about, if I could get my calipers. This is kind of hard to do when behind the camera, but it's going to come in at about 2.4, about 2.5 inches long, and then about, sorry, bumped the camera, about 0.37, so about 0.4 inches thick. So we'll get into the tool set. You got your scissors. These are going to be a lot more robust than the Victorinox simply because this is the main tool of the Micra. The Micra is literally built around the scissors. After that, you got your tweezers that are built in. You have your Phillips, which will do, I'd say probably number 2 Phillips that it's sized to. Then you got your combo tool. So you got your bottle opener and your eyeglass screwdriver. That is one little advantage that I found that the Micra has that the Rambler does not, is that little eyeglass tool. Now you could probably get the flathead in this one to fit into a little eyeglass screw, but I just haven't had the need to do it with the Rambler, as I carry usually this Spartan around with, if I could get it open, the little corkscrew flathead. So I'll usually use that if I need to tighten or loosen up my sunglasses. But I have not yet had a chance to use the eyeglass screwdriver on the Micra. And then going over to the other side, got your knife blade. It's a small knife. It's only beveled on one side. I can't remember quite the name of that. I know that Emerson knives do the same thing. They are only beveled on one side. So you've got your knife blade, which I believe is 420 HC. The Victorinox is their proprietary steel. They're stainless. I think it's close to like 14C 28N, but I'm not too sure. You guys could tell me down below. And then after the knife, got your flathead, and then your nail file, as well as your little like nail hook to get underneath your nails and clean them, as I probably should. But just about the same tool set. We'll get these all out just so you could see them all and compare. So flathead, nail. So pull out the Victorinox as well. If you hear any jingling in the background, that's my dogs. They're running around right now. I just got home. So you've got a much bigger footprint for the Micra as you would the, I keep wanting to call it the Spartan, the Rambler, but these essentially have the same tool set. If not, the Micra has just a little bit more of an edge because of that eyeglass screwdriver, over the Rambler. I actually haven't found myself carrying this Micra as much, so I actually do prefer having this little Victorinox simply because when they're all closed up, plus I just love the sound of a slip joint rather than the Leatherman, how it closes. You have a much smaller footprint in the Rambler rather than the Micra. Plus, the Victorinox does weigh a whole lot less than your Micra. And that's solely because this is made entirely out of metal, while this has some weight to spare because of how small it is overall, as well as the scales that go onto it. But tell me what you guys think below. What would you rather carry? The Victorinox Rambler or the Leatherman Micra? As always, please like, share the video, subscribe if you'd like. Just mostly comment down below. I love responding to your guys' comments. I love reading your guys' comments. But yeah, have a good day, guys. Be safe.